A new report by a Catholic Humanitarian Group provides a snapshot of Christianity in the Middle East today. It describes the cultures and countries in the region as shattered and splintered. Let's take a look at the map to get a better idea. The countries in red are the areas where the Christian population has declined, and in green, that population is in flux. The Catholic Near East Welfare Association collected the data from a range of sources, including the Holy See, the World Bank, the United Nations, and the U.S. Census Bureau. The group says the shifting population of Christians has had a profound impact on the birthplace of Christianity. Join us now is Dr. Matthew Bunson, an EWTN senior contributor, to help us dig into the study. So Matthew, the report says Christians in the Middle East are displaced, dispersed. Why is this?
We have seen over the last 20 years an almost perfect storm of a series of rolling catastrophes for Christians and Catholics in the Middle East. We had the destabilization of Iraq. We had the Arab Spring, really starting in 2010, that destroyed Syria, as well as destabilizing parts of Egypt. We saw the rise of the Muslim Brotherhood. So we've had a series of events, all of which have caught Christians in the crossfire.
As you know, in April, we sent a team to Iraq to point out the Christian persecution that's going on there. And of course, the reports there show that so many people, in fact, more than roughly 140,000 people left since 2014. What specifically happened?
Yeah, well, in 2014, there's one name, ISIS. ISIS emerged out of sort of the shambles of the destabilization of Iraq starting in 2003. By way of context, let's jump back a little bit. In the 1990s, there were over 1 million Christians in Iraq. That number by 2006 was 300,000, and here we are now with 140,000 more displaced. The great centers of Christianity in Mosul, we saw taken over by ISIS, the Nineveh Plain overrun. So the Christians in Iraq have had a very difficult time over this last decade.
Like you say, Iraq is no doubt a tough place. There's also a tough place going on with Christians' population in Jerusalem. Let's take a look at that, because in 1946, 20% of the population of Jerusalem was Christian. Today, 2% is Christian. And of course, the Holy Land there where Jesus was born and raised. Why are Christians such a tiny minority?
Yeah, at the heart of it is economic problems, political problems, social problems. The population for Christians is fleeing the Middle East in general, but they're fleeing especially from the Holy Land because of a lack of opportunity. They can't find jobs. It's very difficult for them to survive economically there. Plus, the population is aging because so many of the young Christians are abandoning, by necessity, the birthplace of our Lord.
What do you think we can do here in the United States to help persecute?
There are a lot of things that we can do. Let's remember that this is the birthplace of the church. The church was born in the Middle East, in the Holy Land. So one thing that we can do is support the Christians there by going on pilgrimages, by supporting organizations like the Catholic Near East Welfare Association, and especially the work of the Knights of Columbus that is doing exemplary work in Iraq and Syria to bring back Christians to their places. This is the home of Christianity. We can't abandon them now.
Absolutely. And of course, we thank the Knights of Columbus for their support of this program as well. Matthew Bunson, EWTN senior contributor, thanks so much.
Great to be with you.